Karen called 911 on me, but guess who the 911 chief called boss? Before I tell you what happened, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Hi everyone, today I'm going to tell you about the time an HOA Karen called 911 on me just because I refused to leave the office. But the twist? When the 911 team showed up, the chief actually called me boss. Yeah, let me explain. So, it all started when I went to the Lake Ranch HOA office to clear up a weird charge on my bill. Nothing dramatic. I had called earlier, and someone told me I could stop by during office hours. I walk in, greet the lady at the front desk, and before I can say much, she cuts me off with, "You can't be here without an appointment." I calmly replied, "Ma'am, I actually called earlier. They told me I could come today." She looked annoyed, like she'd already made up her mind that I was some kind of problem. Then she said something I wasn't expecting. "If you don't leave, I'm calling the police." I blinked. "Excuse me?" She picked up the phone and actually dialed 911, right in front of me. I stood there, not saying a word. I wasn't loud, I wasn't aggressive, I wasn't even moving. Just standing. Calm. A few minutes later, two officers showed up. One walked toward her, and the other came over to me. He looked at me for a second and said, "You're Mr. HOA Karen, right?" I said, "Yes, sir." Then he smiled and said something that instantly turned the whole room upside down. "Chief Daniels told us to look out for you. You're doing great work with the outreach program. You're the boss." You could hear a pin drop. Karen's eyes went wide, her mouth open, but no words came out. The officer who was with her gently said, "Ma'am, this man is a respected member of our community. Do you have an actual complaint? Because it sounds like he was invited." She tried to explain herself, mumbling about how I was disruptive, but it wasn't working. The cops weren't buying it. They were professional, but it was clear. They trusted me more than her. Eventually, they left. I left too, calmly, with a smile. And that's how HOA Karen learned that just because you don't like someone doesn't mean you get to use 911 like your personal complaint button. Especially not when the people you're calling are the same ones calling me boss. Thanks for listening. A couple days later, I got a call from the HOA director. She said, "We heard about what happened at the front desk, and we want to apologize." Apparently, Karen had filed a complaint, not against me, but against the police. She was upset that they didn't protect her from an aggressive visitor. Which was wild. I never raised my voice, never stepped forward, never even touched anything, but she felt threatened. Guess what? They reviewed the office cameras, and when they saw how calm I was the entire time, things flipped again.